Hey Jeepers, I'm Jameson, and this is my 2018 Jeep Wrangler JL Rubicon. So for those of you that have been following my channel, you know I've had this Jeep for a little bit throughout 2018. So I just wanted to do a real quick recap video about some of the modifications I made during 2018. Talk about this K&N Cold Air Intake. So this was the first modification that I made to my Jeep. It was real simple install, took about 25-30 minutes. I took out a huge factory air box that was in here. And I think overall this really improved the tone of the engine. Performance-wise, I really can't tell that much of a difference. I haven't noticed that much difference in my fuel mileage. The second modification that I made to my Jeep Wrangler was actually an aftermarket exhaust, Flowmaster. It's the American Thunder series, so it's really just a muffler delete. I've got a great video on that. I've actually had a couple subscribers ask me to reshoot a new video now that it's been on for a while. So be looking for that to come out in the next couple weeks or so. I'll get something. The modification I made to my Jeep Wrangler was this Quadratec 10,000 pound Stealth Key Performance series winch. I actually haven't had to use it yet other than just to pre-tension the line. It came with a synthetic line cable, so looking forward to using it at some point. This one has a really nice LED light, so you can see the cable as you're feeding it in. It also comes with both a wired connection, which plugs in right here, or a wireless remote. So anyway, I really like this winch. All of this came together. It fits really nice down in here into the stock bumper. The next modification I want to talk about are my wheels and tires. So these are ProComp Series 1069. They're 17 by 9 inch rims with a 4 3/4 inch back spacing. So that gives you a nice -6 millimeter offset, so the tires stick out a little bit here. And then I've got those wrapped in a set of 315/70 17s, so it's basically a 35-inch tire. These are the Milestar Patagonia MTs, made famous by Kevin and Brittany Williams. If you haven't seen their YouTube channel, check out Lite Bright. They've got some great reviews of these tires, and they've really pushed them to the extreme, so you know that these are good quality tires. The thing I wanted to talk about this wheel and tire setup was I have actually installed the spare on just the stock hinges without a reinforcement. Again, this is just a 35-inch tire. It fits on here nice and snug. I don't notice any sagging down here. It's not really touching the bumper anywhere, so it's on here good and firm. I would say that down here there's a couple bump stops that there's a little bit of a gap that's created in there, but eventually I will correct that. I've seen people just using some PVC pipe from Ace Hardware or Lowe's or whatever. So I'll get that corrected eventually, but it's not a big deal right now. One last thing I also forgot to mention about these tires. They do ride a little bit rougher than the KO2s that came on here stock, 33 inch, but I've been running these at 40 pounds PSI because that's, you know, what Jeep recommends from the factory. I'm actually getting ready to air these down to 30 pounds of pressure and see if that improves the ride quality a little bit, and it should improve the wear of the tire, I think, too, even it out some. And if I think I need to go lower than that, I'll give it the old chalk test, but I think 30 pounds is probably going to be okay in with these tires. Alright, so I got, we talked a little bit about my wheels and tires. So when you go with a bigger set of wheels and tires, you got to do something to address, hey man, you got to do something to address the change in the tire diameter to correct your speedometer. So what I did was installed this down here. This is a Z-Automotive JL Tazer Lite. They make 3 different kinds of these. There's the JL Tazer, which actually plugs into your ODB port down here. Then there's the JL Mini, which looks exactly like this one. And then the JL, the Mini has a couple extra features that the Lite doesn't come with. However, you know, if you buy the Lite version, which I looked at all the different functionalities, and it had all the features that I needed at the point in time. It's a little bit cheaper, but if you decide later that you want the additional features that the JL Tazer Mini offers, you can actually just pay, I think it's $125, and you can unlock all those features on this one. So if I want to do it later, I can do that. But personally, I like some of the nanny features just because I don't want to ruin a $50,000 Jeep because I'm a moron. And that just tucks up really nicely underneath there and stays out of the way. I leave it plugged in, just you don't have to for the features that I've used, which was pretty much just the speedometer correction and TPS tire pressure monitoring system. Last modification that I made to my Jeep in 2018, which I thought was really useful, are the seatbelt silencers. So if you have a soft top, you know that when you take this top down and you're cruising back here, these seatbelt flaps back here, they just sit there and they flap back and forth, and it is so noisy. Even with the Alpine stereo system, you try to drown that out and you can still just hear them flapping. So Spiderweb Shades has put this together. I installed these on both sides. This is a $25 modification that you can make to your Jeep, and I can't wait for springtime to test these out. So I got the bumper side ends off, getting ready to go off-roading tomorrow, and fun to get to test out these tires and see how they do.